Melanie was definitely one of a kind. She was a fun-loving young girl.
But Rhonda Elkins of Akron says the life of her then 12-year-old granddaughter, Melanie, suddenly changed in 2022. After a family acquaintance moved into her father's home in East Akron, Melanie Elkins eventually told her grandmother that she was being molested by 30-year-old Anthony Mignano, who was later arrested for the crime by Akron police.
Nobody should have to hear those words. Nobody. It is home.
Rhonda Elkins says she then filed numerous complaints about Melanie's home life with Summit County Children's Services and sought an emergency motion to gain custody of her granddaughter.
And month after month, I told her, hang in there, honey. We're almost through this.
But in June 2023, 13-year-old Melanie Elkins was found dead in this Akron alley. Her body had been dumped there, and the medical examiner found that she died of a combination of methamphetamine and fentanyl. Her grandmother immediately knew there had been foul play.
She wasn't a drug addict, and she didn't do this to herself.
On Tuesday, Anthony Mignano, who was in jail when Melanie died, was sentenced to life in prison after being convicted of rape and gross sexual imposition. And the man who dumped Melanie's body in the alley, 31-year-old Keith Early, was sentenced to 9 months behind bars after pleading guilty to gross abuse of a corpse. Investigators say so far they have not been able to link Mignano or Early directly to the drugs that ended Melanie's life.
Suspicions in every direction on whether this happened because of that. Maybe if she wasn't here to testify, that he thought maybe it'd all go away.
Akron police say they are incensed by what happened to Melanie Elkins, and they have vowed to continue their investigation into the circumstances surrounding her death.
And their pursuit of the truth begins with how the deadly drugs ended up in her system.
Whether, willingly, under coercion or forced to, those circumstances are still unknown. But the detectives want those questions answered, and they ultimately would like the person that contributed to those facts held responsible.
She was let down. This should have never happened.
Jack Shea, Fox 8 News in Akron.